Watching some U18 COD. Shake, let's get it kicking, brother.
I cannot wait to get into this first map. P1 is going to be mixy. Let's see who kicks it off hot.
I mean, Confid already in here, Vaznev in hand. Couple of trades going each way, but that's Derek the GOAT. He had trouble getting into the lobby, but not getting into the game. He is firing on all cylinders, and that's already a first little bit of control heading ESG's way.
Yeah, it looks like Soundwave playing a little passive on this P1, looking like they're just trying to get P2 and set up to try to get control. Not worrying much about this P1.
Getting a little bit of time now, though, but already look up at your clock there. 20 seconds left on this hill, all about those P2 spawns. Probably going to come in, get one. Not the second, though. He gets dropped there. That'll be the last bit of scrap going the way of Soundwave, but this big P2, Rosity is here, and he's ready to go, but he's going to get taken out, and that actually is going to be the rotation now won by Soundwave Academy.
Yeah, no, that was a good rotation for them. Now they just need to hold it. We talked about it pre-show. They need to hold this push if they're going to have success.
Yeah, we knew that this first map was going to be so big for them as right into the fight ESG goes. Encourage going to get a couple there, but not the last one. That is Grimsy with the kill, taking out the trophy as well. Soundwave Academy doing a really good job. Like you said, Shake, that first hold so far definitely going in favor of Soundwave.
Yeah, and now they're moving on to that next point, getting a nice early rotation. Good job locking down that P2. Now we're trying to get some rotators, get some kills, make it easy for your guys, get it set up on P3.
This is a big start, though, for Soundwave. 41-14. Big scrap time the way of ESG here. About 20 seconds in their favor. It is, like you said, however, all about these rotations. Power positions absolutely won by Soundwave Academy. And I do believe we have lost Derek the GOAT up there. So right now, a 3v4. I mean, we did hear a little trash talking before. ESG boys saying that they'd like a 3v4 challenge against these guys. But I don't know how well that's going to turn out here on Fortress.
Yeah, it looks like we're rolling with it right now, and yeah, the ESG boys are not afraid. We know that. We watch them plenty. I mean, they'll play this 3v4, and they're just going to try to retake it like it's business as usual.
There's a couple of kills. There's more than a couple of kills. 3 coming the way of ESG as they're able to take a little bit of this control here on P3. Playing a little bit of those horizontal spawns. There's 2 kills for Encourage. Now 30 seconds to work with as ESG on this P3, but quickly is Soundwave back in, but so far not able to deal with this hold that ESG has got.
Oh my god, and you think it'd be easier with the 3v4, but once they got locked in, ESG got their teeth right into that point. They did not let go. Now it's going to be interesting to see if they can end up breaking this bottom cannon's point. It's kind of mixy in there, and with 3, it'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, P4 is definitely got to be the most mixy point on this map. So many different angles to watch. This is definitely going to be kind of in favor of ESG here. I say that as 2 kills come quickly from Soundwave. Encourage is hopping around the map like he's Spider-Man right now. But Shake, nonetheless, Soundwave Academy still holding just a little bit of a lead.
Does whatever a spider can, but you know, this is Call of Duty, so we need something a little bit stronger than that. In a 3v4, it's tough, you know. Shout out to Soundwave Academy. They're holding it down right now with ESG spawning across the map with 3 people. Is it tough? Oh my god, and a break as I say it. Oh no.
Oh, A-Dog coming in with a 3-piece to shut that down. I mean, ESG, they're playing a man down right now, kind of on the penalty kill for our hockey fans there, and I mean, Shake, they're not doing bad. 104-67. They've got a little bit to go right here. Maybe can make a little bit of comeback on this P5, but nonetheless, you can definitely tell that not having Derek here is kind of providing a little bit of a problem, as they say.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to play a man down, especially in a map like this where everything happens so fast. It's tough, but you know they are. Listen, we talked about the gunny in pre-show. It's showing right now as they're holding down this point. Look, they could tie it up if they can hold it up for the rest of this time.
Adam, but stick here around the backside. Is he going to be able to do anything? Stun check does hit him, so the info is there. Confident with the kill as well. He does get traded out. A-Dog, he's been the guy for Soundwave that's been causing a little bit of problems for ESG. Nonetheless, though, a good hold and a good break for Soundwave Academy here.
Yeah, just a nice, easy break. Get your comms in, get your kills as they're coming across. Don't panic. You know they're a man down. As long as you're not panicking and getting in crazy chows, they should be okay for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, Soundwave, like you said, they're not panicking at all. They're playing this as if it was a 4v4, not letting it get to them at all. The mental game definitely strong right here, as well as the gunnies there. Encourage gets taken out by Grimsy. A good trade from Rep, though, and maybe a little bit of P1 time trying to be gained here from ESG. The trades are in, as well as a 3 down. Confid, though, the only one left on this hill. Can he hold it down? Not gonna happen. Grimsy in on. Soundwave Academy doing a very good job at just continuing to play their trades. Like you said, knowing that they're a man up and using that to their advantage.
Yeah, it's just tough for ESG to even get a foot in the door. You know, you get a couple kills for a big 2-piece there from Confid, clears the point, gets traded out immediately when he's half health. Not much you can do. ESG's trying their best. They're getting bodies on the hill. They'll get a hill or two, but that man advantage is coming to them because the trades are right there.
And I will say, though, 103 to 33, ESG's made a little bit of a comeback here on this P1. Wanted to make sure he didn't give up enough scrap time either. Encouraged 19 and 11 here. Looking to add another one to that KD, but not going to happen. Confid on the other side of the map will be able to find one. Sliding in is A-Dog. And the pressure from Soundwave Academy continues to mount here as a man down is ESG, but not down anymore as much in the score line and not down in the kill feed as well.
Oh my goodness, what a kill feed there for ESG. Just when we were talking about the numbers game getting to them, you pick up a nice, easy 4 kills in a row to get the next, and they do it again. Thank you for coming. Have fun. We like the fortress.
Are you kidding me? ESG, a man down, able to take the lead here. Encouraged, looking for a cruise missile right now as well. 15 seconds of scrap in your back pocket. You've got to move on to P3. It's going to be a tough break for him. If you look at your mini-map there, all 4 players from Soundwave Academy have gone ahead and hit this rotation early, but a 20-point lead now for ESG.
I would not thought we would have been here, Matt. I'll tell you what. But ESG comes roaring back, and last time on this P3 hill, this was the first time they only had 3 players. They broke them and were able to get about 20 to 30 seconds out of the hill. If they get that here now, it would be massive for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and that's all they really need to do is just kind of go 50-50 on this hill, continue to get this scoreline even. You don't want to give up a full 60 right here. Nonetheless, though, already 30 seconds left. You see A-Dog making that early push, trying to play these cutoff lanes here, trying to go ahead and rotate as well. Soundwave Academy holding it down right now, but A-Dog not expecting the run bin from Encourage there. 27 and 13, Shake. That is a wild KD.
Oh my God! Encourage always pleases the crowd when he is on the POV. He does not disappoint. And I was just about to say, a smart play by ESG backing up early on that P3, just trying to play for someone being over aggressive. And they found that one little sneaky guy rotating through that map's position. They got him cleaned up, and now they're in a good spot for this next hold.
Yeah, they were in a good spot, though, but a 3 dead comes very, very quickly on this map. Soundwave Academy right back into the fight and right back to gaining a little bit more on their lead. 200-point threshold has been crossed for Soundwave Academy, as well as the hold here. So ESG going to have to come up with something big here. A man down, a couple of points down as well, Shake. I think it might be a little bit out of reach, but as we know, anything can happen in COD.
Hey, anything can happen. These late rotations is where ESG made their money on this last set of rotations. They did a really good job on the back half. This P4, you know, it's a little tough with how close quarters it is to get those trades. But now they're getting into this P5. It should open up a little more. They were able to do a really nice job. If they can get some kills on this rotation, they might be looking good to make a little noise.
Yeah, and they got this P2 push coming here for Rep and Encourage, so it's going to be the push for them, but they've got to watch out for the man and stick, and they do get him out right there. Man on the point taken out as well, but Grimsy out of nowhere flies in, but doesn't see Rep. Rep is able to take out one, and they need to keep vacant hill time right now, but it just seems like being a man down, you've got too many angles to cover, too many lanes to watch, and Soundwave Academy has made their hold now on P5.
They really, really have a good lockdown on this P5, and you're right, the numbers advantage is just getting the ESG. You got to tip your cap. Nobody makes a 3v4 look this good.
I mean, 235 to 164, still a little bit of a chance, but they've got to clear this this hill. Shots coming in for Rep. Good for one, not good for two. Only a couple more seconds to go. The cruise missile in desperation gets one, but just not enough bodies and not enough time. ESG gonna lose there on map 1. Soundwave Academy coming through strong, 250 to 164.
Hey, listen, dubs are dubs. You got to count it. Good job. They did what you needed to do. They were playing their trades. This could have very easily went the other way. We saw moments where ESG just came through like gangbusters, and they couldn't really touch them. And shout out to Soundwave for slowing down, playing your trades, and playing COD the way it needs to be played, and not letting an advantageous situation turn into a bad one.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see now because with Derek kind of, getting DQ'd from that lobby, it's going to be interesting to see, are they going to run that map back with Derek? Are we going to continue the series at a 3v4, which we did know that the ESG boys were fine doing that, which maybe their minds have changed a little bit on that now. A lot of different things we're going to have to see, but for now, it is going to be Soundwave Academy with a 1-0 lead heading into Embassy Search and Destroy. What are you kind of looking forward to in that map? And if we are going to continue this series in a 3v4, what is the ESG kind of plan of action right now?
I think in a map like Embassy, in a mode like Search and Destroy, if you're playing 3v4 in your ESG, you just have to be freaks. Because that's what you're best at. You got to get multiple kills. You got to kind of overchow. You got to have your gun ready at all times because you can't just get one and play trades. You're already down a man. So you got to be looking for multiple opportunities. You got to play a little aggressive. Obviously, you have your anchor and your main AR, but the SMG in this map, maybe you play two. I don't know how they'll run it with three. But another map, let's roll into it. It's going to be interesting to see how Zeus factors in with this ESG squad, especially with a mode like S&D.
Yeah, I mean, it's a mode that you've got to consider. You got to be very, very on it with your teammates. But Rep and Confid already finding a couple kills. Zeus trying to get one there, but A-Dog gets away with just barely any help right there. Bomb going to go ahead and get down, and already a dominant first round here for ESG.
Yeah, it's an early 2v4 retake for Soundwave. You got, oh, well, down goes A-Dog, so it's just left to Grimsy, up working around this tennis court area, trying to make a play on the bomb. Good luck, pal.
Yeah, I mean, good luck is right. 22 seconds already, and now they've spotted him, and now they've killed him. ESG, round 1 in the bag, and that's the ESG COD we're used to seeing right there, Shake.
Oh, textbook clean, quick S&D. What'd I say? Subs get aggressive. Confid, making me look very smart.
Hey, subs get dubs, man. That's what they say. I mean, flying right in there, getting a little two-piece in the round, I believe. So already, ESG gonna feel good. But now, we've lost Reciprocity. What is happening tonight for the ESG boys?
It's an inside joke. It has to be. They want a 3v4. That's what they said, and that's what we're getting. 2 maps in a row. We said we wanted to see what it was like in a 3v4, and now we get the chance.
I mean, already a round up. That is the good thing for ESG here, but it's only 1 round, so already gonna have a little bit of work to do, but they find the first kill, and Kurtz finds the second, Compton with the third. 1, 2, 3, they light up the kill feed, and ESG already with a chance, possibly at an early defusal here. That time kind of winding down. A-Dog, the only one left alive, but does find a kill. Shake now gonna be the one to try to flop this push, but not gonna happen. ESG down a man, doesn't matter, they get the round.
You know what they say, all gave some and some gave all. I'll tell you what, they gave it all in that round to try to take it over in that 1v4. It was just too much.
I mean, it was so quick out of nowhere. All of a sudden, the kill feed just lights up that ESG light blue. 3 kills out of nowhere, and it's ESG's round in the bag. Now up 2-0, Shake. We were talking about it before the cast. We said, if ESG does take this in a 3v4, we do think that the S&Ds is where that they can make their mark. It's a mode where even if you're down a guy, if you get that early first blood, things are very, very even. You're not having to deal with respawn modes where you're constantly taking, a man down chows. It's a mode where you can really make your mark early. We'll have to see if ESG can do that. Confident on the ladder right here, getting play out. Oh my goodness, he's nasty with it, Confident. This guy is gross.
Oh my goodness. Confid just putting on an absolute display. The SMGs in this map in S&D can make such a world of difference. And we just saw Confid with a world-class example of why you pop Deddy.
I mean, he's leaving you speechless right there, man. I mean, this guy's going wild right now. Not to mention, Encourage right now is 4-1. Confid 6-0. I mean, this is wild stat lines. And getting as well, they're a man down right now, Shay.
Hands down, man down, don't matter, whatever saying you got. ESG says we're going to fly. Looks like we did get Rep back in, so we got 4v4 again, but it's still 3-0 ESG. Soundwave, time to wake up.
Rep said, guys, what happened? I thought you guys would be down. You just kept winning. This is easy pickings. Rep doesn't even have to be here for his team to win. However, Stick does get the first blood there, so a little bit of things now in Soundwave's favor. Reciprocity back in the game now, boomstick in hand. Let's see what he can do with it here.
It hasn't been a positional issue with Soundwave. They've just been getting gunned. They need to, make sure they're holding these angles and not losing gunfights. They should win. They got a 2v2 situation, bombs down. Let's see if they can make it round.
Zeus flying around here. That is Rep. One on the homicide there. And Zeus will find the second 2v2 clinic. Clean and dusted. A little diffuse there and gets the round for ESG once again, Shay. 4-0 up. A man down. 4v4. It doesn't matter. They're up 4-0.
And it happened quick, didn't it? This is what happens. You get the SMGs flying at people on this map. And if you're not ready for it, if you're looking down that tennis court, those guys come out of bottom orange pretty fast.
They sure do. And you know what else is pretty fast? I mean, this S&D is already almost over. ESG could be on map point if they're able to snag this round as well. Hey, dog, what can you do here? Soundwave Academy has got to find a play here. And I do like the aggression from him here. A little quick play, but on the other side of the map, it's already ESG trying to get that bomb down. Already a man down. Confid. Has he even died yet? He has only one time. 8-1. He just keeps getting to the tally. He keeps moving around, and another round for ESG coming quick, Shake.
They tried to get aggressive on that A side, thinking they were going to get a pick early on, but it just left that B site wide open for ESG to get set up. And the last thing you need is to have these kids set up on head glitches.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, ESG right now, they're just moving on the map, right? I mean, I love how you keep saying the SMGs are absolutely flying. They are getting into these rounds early. I mean, Confid is a first blood machine. I mean, this guy's looking like a beezy out here right now.
That's the thing I'm drawing from. How many times have we watched Sid and Beezy terrorize teams in that bottom location?
Hey, there's 2-1 for him.
He can't be stopped. He just is a machine. It's
a nade kill. He gets a nade kill as well. I mean, he might get the ace here this round. Not gonna happen for him. I mean, Shake, this guy's taking over the game right now.
That's what he does. Confid takes over a game. His speed and accuracy is such a deadly combination. But now we got Rep with the sniper in a 1v1 to clutch.
Hey, Deddy popped as well. Is he going to be able to find a sniper out? And he finds the shot to clean up the map. 6-0 right across the board in ESG. They might have showed up to the party late, but they are here and they are ready to rock and roll, my man.
Rock and roll all night? Well, it may not be all night, Matt. This is going so fast. We might be out of here in a hurry.
Hey, Confid 11-3. Rep showed up later than everybody, but, just decided to drop a perfect KD there. 3-0 for him. I mean, this was a wild S&D, man. That was fast, man. If you had a DoorDash, it is still out right now for delivery, man. I got to tell you that. I will say this, though. Even though it was a perfect S&D for the ESG boys, Shake, this series is knotted up at 1 apiece.
Yeah, that's the advantage for Soundwave. Yeah, the S&D didn't go the way you wanted, but now you have a chance in this control map at Hotel to reestablish yourself. If you can take a lead, you're putting this ESG squad in a spot they haven't been before. So let's see how they react to that if you can get that map. And then things look a lot brighter for you the deeper you get in the fight, because the longer you're around, the better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, now heading in, a little one night stay at the hotel, got some control action. We got to watch these guys in hotel control a few days ago. Tell me what you like about ESG heading into this one.
I like their defenses, right? Because we talked about it in the last cast. That's what you need to do on this hotel control is you need to win your defense. And if you can do that and take an offense away and make sure you're winning, then yeah, you're going to be in a good spot. So if ESG can continue to win those defensive rounds and establish them and make sure that Soundwave's on the back foot, they'll be in a good spot.
Yeah, and for me personally, I think for Soundwave, however, I mean, I think that what they've got to do right here is they've got to kind of take a step back, right? You had a really good showing in that first hard point, although be it you were up a man, and you've got to think that's in the back of their heads, right? Is we just won pretty easily on a hard point. We're up a man. As soon as they get that fourth man back, they terrorize them on S&D. I mean, to be fair as well, I don't even think Rep was there for half of the game.
No, Rep wasn't there for half the game. They were in a 3v4 position for a couple rounds there, and it didn't really seem to matter. I know if you're Soundwave, it's 1-1, but it doesn't feel that way because map 1 was a 3v4. So you're kind of like, boys, we need to make a play now, or else the next hard point, Embassy, even more mixy. We want to see Confit on that map. No, not really. We got to get this control, or else things can go out of our control.
And I mean, heading into that as well, you had that 4v3 win, in the first hard point. If you lose this control, you got to see these guys 4v4 straight up, like you said, on Embassy, a map that's definitely going to favor ESG. The only thing for me is, right, if they can steal this control, even if they get to that map 5, S&D is not looking like a great, position for Soundwave to be in either. So for me, man, the rest of the series really tilting in favor for me for ESG.
All they need to do is win one map, though, Matt. That's all they have to do. They need to win this control and take it from there. Yeah, especially in a situation like this. They feel like they're very behind the 8 ball. They need to just take it one map, one rep at a time.
One rep at a time. This guy, chat. Look at this guy. Throwing out the puns every map we get. I mean, if they have rep for all of this one, though, I think, 4v4 straight up, we've seen what happens to other teams when they've played in, these leagues with ESG. It's just not good scores, man. And I think we could be looking at another one here in this hotel control. If we get to map 5, that's going to be the question, right? Can Soundwave finally kind of produce something in S&D? We haven't seen it yet. Will we see it? Will we even see that map 5? I'm not sure, Shake. If you had to give me a prediction, how does the rest of this series pan out?
Well, we're getting at least 4, all right? But I don't think it goes farther than that. I think what we've seen out of the SMG play in ESG is that whatever happens in this control, the hard point is probably going to go ESG's way. They just had their way on that map in an S&D, but let these kids fly around and see what happens. It's not going to be good. I think it's going to ending in that map for Embassy.
And we are loading into our hotel control. If you had to give me a prediction for the scoreline, just this map, what are you throwing at me right here?
I got a 3-1. I think Soundwave can find a round. I think they'll pull it together. But I think ESG ends up, convincingly with a 3-1.
ESG on top, as they say. Not on top of the series right now, however. 1-1 heading into map 3, a very pivotal map 3 here. One night stay on the hotel, and it's going to be a banger. ESG versus Soundwave Academy, map 3, hotel. Shake, let's get it kicking.
Let's get after it. We are heading right to it. It looks like we got a little 2-2 split, trying to divide and conquer early. But already a first blood coming through for the ESG boys, and already point control of this B site taken. And
already, I mean, they're going to be a tick up very, very early in this game. Now, Shake, if they're able to get this full tick right, or sorry, this full point right here, 2 minutes on the clock to get that A site, that's a lot of time in the back pocket.
That is a lot of time to deal with, and especially with the way that ESG is frying right now. They're getting kills free and easy. You already have Encourage making a play in back kitchen, getting set up, making himself a sandwich, waiting for the reinforcements to come to take over this restaurant.
And only a couple more kills, and they'd have a really, really hard setup here on this A site. But as I say that, the kill feed lights up that navy blue Soundwave with a clean 4 dead in the feed. A minute 45 still on the clock. A 3 kill advantage lead for ESG. They're still in a good spot.
That was a huge break of momentum for Soundwave. That just shut ESG down. That pushed them all the way to the other side of the map, made them regroup, and that gave Soundwave time to get set up and get ready for this push. ESG is coming in and they're ready to go.
Yeah, but trade's going every which way right now, but Confid is really good position here from the backside. If he can find this last player here, it would be huge, but it's not going to happen. But the trades come through, and ESG now on the point.
Yeah, now you got them spawning that back street side. Now they're going to be pushing up through mid and through that Gucci spot. Now we got to see if they can get some kills because ESG, they're stacking.
Oh, Ref with a couple of good ones right there. The trade comes through for Confid. Is anyone close enough from Soundwave? It doesn't look like it. A-Dog from Carpets may be able to make the push, but not gonna happen. ESG taking the first round here in map 3 clean.
Nice and clean and tidy. They took both points without much resistance. Talk about playing with teamwork. Rep picked up the trade after Convid tore up the restaurant with that nasty 3-piece. That's good COD right there.
Yeah, you're going to need some bus boys because we've got a lot of dirty plates out here. ESG flying right now here on map 3. And Shake, I've got to point this out as well. Really only one good kind of wave of kills for Soundwave Academy there. If they don't start finding a couple of more 4 deads in this round, it's going to be a very, very quick control.
It's going to get out of hand quick, and they need to find those 4 deads. When I saw them get that, I thought it was going to be a sign of things to come, but ESG put their foot down and reminded us just who they are.
And a couple of trades there for Confident Zeus coming out. Now the push from Soundwave trying to hit this restaurant. Rev trying to hold it down, but now A control in favor of Soundwave here. It's going to have to be a quick push here from the ESG boys. A couple of body shots coming on from Convid. We didn't see what happened there. It was a lot of mixy plays, but maybe a little bit of animosity between these two teams.
Yeah, a little animosity for sure. Why are we shooting bodies round 2? Something happened there. Good hold by this Soundwave team. Oh. Take them all out. We'll see you later. Have a good time. A point, not yours yet.
And Rep taking out the trash right there, cleaning up the restaurant. All 4 players done and dusted right here. 2 ticks do come through, but Rep continues to go on a tear. Both guns in hand, it doesn't matter. SMG, score, it doesn't matter. He's finding the kills. 16 and 4 right now for Reciprocity.
Reciprocity is cooking them up in the restaurant. Oh my goodness, what a display. Meanwhile, Soundwave has managed to get that A point. But oh my god, Rep has got to be feeling himself and ready to lock down this B point.
They get the A point, but at what cost? I mean, so many lives in the dirt right there. 6-man advantage for ESG. Already a minute 10 on the clock, and that's going to go very, very quickly. You've got about 1, 2, maybe a 3 good pushes at this hill, but it's going to go very, very quickly.
Yeah, these kills are going the way of ESG right now. They are just locking down this entire B site. Right now you have Zeus mixing it up in restaurant, trying to get some kills and be a rat over there. They are doing an excellent job of preventing any momentum and anybody coming through on the Soundwave team.
I mean, it was 19 to 13 on lives. It is 17 to 2 right now. Make it one. Last man up for Soundwave Academy is Grimsy. Health going low. They're chasing him around here like the last man. This looks like Texas Chainsaw Massacre out here as he gets put down in the dirt. ESG, they are making it look easy right now, my friend.
What just happened? We sat here saying good wave of kills for Soundwave, and the next thing we know, Reciprocity's killing everybody in sight, and then their lives are gone. Soundwave didn't stand a chance. I think Reciprocity really got a lot of juice into his team, and they were just flowing.
I mean, once they get that 6-kill lead, I mean, 19 to 13 on lives, and it ends 17 to 0. They go on a 13 to 2 kill stretch right there. And I mean, the gunnies are up right now for ESG, man. I mean, you said it before the match even started. Once these guns get warm, once the barrels get hot, they just do not miss, man.
This ESG roster, more bodies! Confid has no care in the world for anybody outside of his team. He is controlling this game, this series. Confid shows why he's the captain of this ESG squad.
I mean, as I heard one time, maybe in the TikTok sound, we do not care. I mean, Confid does not care about your feelings whatsoever. He's on a 5 spree right now, looking for a cruise missile. This B point already done, dusted, gone. 207 left. Confid is chowing everything right now. Does finally get taken out there, but not before ESG gets a 26 to 18, make it 17 life advantage.
Confid just will not stop. These people have families, sir. These people have families, sir. Light up the POV. Oh, God! If he would have put you all on a highlight reel. Confid in ESG. He's unstoppable right now.
And already this A point is almost gone, and that is it. ESG, another perfect map there. They go 6-0 in S&D, 3-0 in control, and now heading to the hard point now, map 4. Shake, I don't know if there is anything that the Soundwave guys can do.
I try. I'm flabbergasted, Matt. I tried to give them some pointers. Maybe they should watch the broadcast. Maybe the gunny was just too much. I don't know what's happening. That guy. Oh, sorry, chat. This pun is horrible. That got out of control so fast. I felt like we were. Oh, that's a good set of kills. And it was round 2. Next thing I know, it's a 3-0. I don't know what happened. Sorry, Soundwave. This hard point probably isn't going to get better. My head is still spinning.
I mean, I think Soundwave's heads are still spinning right there of how many times they just got turned around from the ESG guys. Cameras were being broken, headshots were being landed. ESG, absolute perfection right there on control. And I mean, Shake, like you said, heading into map 4, they already felt like they might not really be up 1-0 because that first map's a 3v4. 4v4 straight up. I mean, this ESG squad is just on another level.
You hate to say GG's before it happens, bud, but sometimes it just makes sense. I'm honestly just here to see what a 4v4 ESG squad is going to do in an Embassy hardpoint.
I mean, and they're playing with a sub right now, too. I mean, it has been a night of kind of confusion for the ESG squad, right? I mean, Derek drops out. He can't get into the lobby. He finally gets in. We're playing the first map. Then, not even into P2 yet. Derek's out. We still haven't seen him. We don't think he's coming back. Then Reciprocity's dropping in and out through map 2. It doesn't even matter. They get that one easy 6-0. Now you got Zeus in here, and he's just fitting in like a glove, man.
It's like they haven't even missed Derek at all. It has been just such a seamless transition. Oh, my goodness. And it seems like to me that it didn't matter if it was Derek or if it was a sub or if Encourage was out and it's a sub. It doesn't matter. This team is just so good, and they're gelling in such a way right now. And if you get 3 out of 4 of them, good enough, I guess.
I mean, the ESG fans will like this one. I mean, I think you could have put Yaya in there and they would have still won in these games, man. They are frying on all cylinders.
Yeah, let's not give them too much credit, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, listen, they are operating on a different plane right now. Listen, maybe we can get a competitive hard point, and maybe we'll get a map 5. That is your daily optimism, folks.
Your daily optimism, maybe for the week. That might be your weekly optimism. That is a lot of optimism coming out of there, Shake. Soundwave, what can you do? Back is up against the wall. Embassy hardpoint. It is do or die time. ESG up 2-1 in the series and looking to lock it down already. Pinstripes in the kill feed, but it does end up the way of Soundwave Academy, so P1 time in their favor. You've got to look to lock down those P2 spots.
Yeah, and that's what ESG is looking like. They're just setting up that embassy, not trying to do too much, not concerning themselves too much with, you know, getting a lot of that P1 time, just making sure they stay back, get some kills, keep those rats out of the embassy, as we see from Encourage, cleaning them up, doing a nice job, getting ready for that P2 rotation.
Yeah, I know, 15 seconds of scrap going the way of ESG possibly as well here, but that is a good kill from Mama's side to take Confid off the point. Keep that little bit of cushion lead for you because you're going to need it heading in here to P2. I say that, though, as Stick finds 2 there in the back quickly. Encourage, though, in a really good spot, takes out 1. Stun check for the other one, but he doesn't hit it. He does not know that there's another player here. Maybe he does. Just hard little read to make, but on the other side of the map, kills going the way of ESG and Shake. Right now, it's looking good, but now Grimsy in the back, can he make the play?
That was a huge kill by Grimsy, getting 2 kills in the back, really opening it up. Now you got a lot of time here on this P2 if you can hold it.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, Soundwave Academy looking maybe like a hardpoint team, right? They're coming out, and they're really trying hard. They're really succeeding here early. That is gonna be a big kill for ESG there to get that 20 seconds to scrap. Everybody racing here for this top AC point, and who's there first but Confid. He does get taken down now, so it's gonna be encouraging Rep to try to make this hold.
That's a big one, and it looks like Soundwave and ESG, they're playing a little trade game. They're doing a little dance here on this next point. It's going to be really important to establish because it's a difficult point to play.
Yeah, you see it. Pinstripes in the kill feed. Everyone trading out. Everyone there. Confid now on this hill alone. Encourage here to back him up. Takes out a player top office. That is some incredible shots out of Encourage.
Oh, clean shots and nice and pure. He picks up another one. Kid's probably not even sweating. Nice and easy for Encourage. He's on a little 3 spree right now. He's just laying down, doing some gardening for his homies and he's soaking up the points.
And he continues to fry as well right here. Looks like we're going to be on the Encourage show for a little bit here. He's on the 4 streak, so we'll see if he can get a cruise missile here soon. You look on your minimap there, all 4 players there for Soundwave have gone ahead, hit this early rotation. The 13 seconds going to go in ESG's back pocket here, and a big lead for them right now here early.
Smart play by Soundwave to just rat up an embassy and try to keep anybody from coming in. This point can be a money hill if you get set up and you play trades right, because you should get those good spawns. And as I say that, Rep takes out the one in the back, and ESG is taking over right away.
I mean, like we said before, ESG relies so heavily on their breaking ability as Rep right there with another one. Cruise missile now in the back pocket, tennis court control. They rely so heavily on their breaking ability, and you see why, Shake. I mean, they're able to just hit a hard point from all angles, really make you confused. Zeus running around right now, making people lost. And Shake right now, Soundwave looks a little bit lost themselves.
Yeah, they couldn't hold the point. I thought they had a shot here for some money hill, but when you got Zeus running free through the middle of Embassy there, just picking up kills, it's not a good spot to be. ESG is just continuing to dominate hard play.
And you know, we try not to be biased here as we are on the ESG home Twitch, but I mean, it's hard not to be ESG right now. 125 to 40 right now, heading into this back kitchen, and you know, for Soundwave, this can be a money hill. There's only a few lanes that you have to keep track of. Can ESG come through with another one of those classic breaks. Confid trying to shoot through the wall a little bit, find maybe a cheeky wall bang. Deddy popped as well. Right now, though, Soundwave Academy is handling the push well.
Yeah, Confid just runs into 3 Soundwave players. Not the best break so far out of ESG. Soundwave doing a nice job of not overextending, just getting some kills, getting some trades, and now we got a free point.
Yeah, 20 seconds of scrap going ESG, and 20 seconds is a big deficit to give up, especially right now being down such a high margin, 128 to 71. They continue to try to build across that lead, but kills just coming in from everywhere, and this is why we say Embassy can get so mixy. It starts off a little slow, right? No one really hits that P1 too much. You're playing for your P2, your P3 spawns, but once that back Embassy P4 pops, and then you head into cafeteria, head into that back kitchen, things just start to get a little wild.
It gets wild fast over here, but I'll tell you, it's interesting because you got to chain that P5 to that P1, because if you can't get any time on this P1 in the second rotation, you get really behind quite quickly. And if you're not able to do that, it's not like the first set, right, where you can afford to give up some time. This second set of rotations, this P1 is pretty important, especially when you're dealing with a big deficit.
And right now, kills coming through for the ESG squad, encouraging Confid, finding 3 there. Confid again. This guy's POV is just absolutely insane to watch, man. It almost makes me sick. This guy is flying, sprinting at everything right now. Dip, duck, dive, he's doing it all. Finding the kills, but he can't get away from the nade right there. But right now, Soundwave, they've got a lot of ground to cover and not a lot of time to do it. 170 to 79 right now. ESG almost up 100, about to cross the 200-point threshold. Reps picking people out of the air right now. And Shake, this is looking like it's just about over.
Duck, dip, dodge. ESG ain't no average Joes. They are setting up. They are dominating. Nowhere to run, baby. Nowhere to hide. The end is in sight. We're about to cross the 200-point mark for ESG. Locked in on P2. Already rotating towards P3. Things are getting out of hand for Soundwave.
And I mean, hey, Soundwave, they had a great map 1, but you gotta remember, they were up a man. They may have been feeling good about themselves, but ESG, quick to remind them, we the ones here right now, man. And ESG, they are absolutely frying.
Frying it up, man. There is nothing coming easier to these kids than kills on the feed right now. It is easy. This is exactly how they planned it. They're hitting their rotations. They're winning gunfights in the middle of the map on those rotations. Their breaks have been phenomenal when they're not winning the rotations. If you're ESG, there's not much to look at in this map and say, huh, maybe I could have done that better.
And right now, Confid 22 and 15, continuing to pick up kills, but not there as he does get taken out by Stick. Soundwave does have control of this top AC, but just for how long we've seen time and time again how good ESG are when they come through on the break. Here it is. In company, Rep will find one onto A-Dog, flying on in. Zoo taking out Stick, and now ESG clear on the point. Only 10 seconds though left. Not going to be able to win it here. Can they get it done on P4? We'll have to see. Soundwave Academy, they've extended this for just a little bit, Shake, but it might just be a little too late.
Yeah, they got the nice 2 kills on rotation there to clean up the point, and there's another one for them, and they're all set up in this Embassy hill here, but last time they got broke way too easy, and if they want this map to extend, they need more 3 pieces, and they need to just keep the feed lighting up.
And they do for just a second, but a team kill came through as well, and so does ESG, coming through in a big way, now only needing just 10 seconds, and it doesn't look like anyone from Soundwave is close enough to do anything. 3 kills lighting up in the feed, 3 seconds to go, 2 and 1, and that is another ESG victory. It wasn't a 3-0, but it might as well have been. ESG, 3 maps in a row. They 6-0 in S&D, they 3-0 in Control, and they 250 to 124 here on Embassy HP to close it out.
What a series out of ESG. You want to know how to play COD to the most effective levels? You go watch those last 3 maps. Aside from when rep was out in that search and destroy, and they were 3v4. It was textbook Call of Duty. When I watched ESG, they were flowing, they were playing trades, they were hitting rotations. When they lost the rotation, they were breaking. It was just everything you could have asked for. I couldn't imagine what the comms were like in that ESG chat right now. The boys gotta be feeling amazing.
And if you joined us late, they were playing with a sub too. Something you got to mention, Shake. I mean, Zeus isn't even a starter on the main roster, and yet he was coming out looking like he's been starting for ESG all his life, man. I mean, this guy was absolutely on point tonight, super sub for sure. And what a way to kind of come in, make sure ESG's got the four-man squad going, and they absolutely handle business despite, a lot of distractions coming in. You got some connection issues for Derek there. He ends up not being able to play the series. Like you said, Reciprocity not able to connect during that map too. Nonetheless, they put all of it behind them. They focus on the COD at hand, and they absolutely get it done. And what I got to say, it's got to be a flawless fashion, right? As soon as they get a four-man squad, they absolutely demolish this Soundwave squad.
That's all we've seen. When we get the 4-stack, it's been 3-0s that we've been seeing out of this ESG roster. And until we see somebody that can take a map from them, there's no reason to suspect it'll be any different going forward.
And hey, they've got a big game coming up tomorrow. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Team Smog. It's going to be coming right here on the ESG Twitch again. You can catch me and Shake right back in the booth for another one tomorrow. But for tonight, I mean, another, like we said, it's got to be considered a flawless performance, right? Despite all of the distractions, they just come through a head above the rest. And like you said, until somebody shows this squad differently, when they're not down a man and they're not having a whole bunch of connection issues, when they really squad up, they face each other 4v4 on the map, I don't know if there's a team in this league that can really handle them.
We haven't seen it, and it's yet to be seen. And honestly, I don't know if it's going to happen. I'd like to see it. I honestly would. Give us map 5s. I would love to be doing map 5 with you, Matt, tomorrow. That's what I hope. I hope we can find a team that can sneak a hard point past ESG and maybe find a way through an S&D.
Yeah, I mean, even if we could really see a real map 4, right? Because, I mean, as soon as they got squatted back up, had the 4-man, we could tell that ESG was going to win the rest of this series, right? I mean, right after that perfect 6-0 S&D. I mean, I don't even think that S&D lasted more than 10 minutes, man. I mean, that was such a fast map. Even the control, another just quick 3-0 in that control. And I mean, Shake, like you said, until we see it, I mean, I just don't know if there's a team that is going to be able to even force them to play more than a 30-game series.
It's going to be tough, man, but you have to bring it when you play this ESG roster. I'm telling you, they are gunning so hot right now because what have we seen even the other day and tonight? It wasn't setup errors. It wasn't, bonehead plays for the most part against these teams. ESG just does their thing. They come in with the gunny and they'll shoot bodies on the way out.
I mean, absolutely. And for us on the way out, no player interview tonight. We're going to give Convid and the boys a night off in the player interviews. We'll have one tomorrow for Deer and the Team Smog. But for me and Shake here in the booth, it's been a great cast, a great series here on the cards for you guys tonight. And we had a pleasure bringing it to you.